Alright, hey guys, it's me, and here we are back to Kirby Fighters yet again. This time I'll be taking on the Beam ability on very hard, because I hear from a wide majority that Beam is probably the hardest ability to actually do Kirby Fighters with, especially the final boss. So anyway, let's go ahead and begin, starting off with Hammer here. Not really going to be that big of a deal, now that we have our Beam with the little jester hat we got here. Just gonna get owned there first, charge up, launch, charge up, launch. Just go ahead and do a little attack like that, charge up, and you're dead. Well, that was quick. That was relatively easy. Alright, fair enough. Cleared that. Now we have Bomb. Still just one enemy, so not going to be too much difficult, especially for the fact we're actually in Lolo and Lalala's place. So he doesn't really have much place to escape. I can just pretty much... His bombs don't have as wide a range as mine do. I can just charge here, wind up, charge up, just wait for it. Yeah, the AI of the computer isn't exactly the greatest for this part here, although he did manage to dodge out of the way of that little blast before, but not the second time. And now I hit him twice, and now he's pretty much locking me in a corner here, which is really annoying with the bomb, especially in this location. Anyway, I'll just stand up here. I got hit away. Scan down here, and I'm not really sure what that computer is doing. It's pretty much just like running into stuff. I'm not really sure what he's trying to go for. I'm just gonna sit down here. He pretty much almost walks like directly into the Gordo for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I don't understand. Either way, let's stand up here and do this. And after you get a little bit further away, let's charge up, and you're dead. Alright, so round 2 was clear. Alright, good job, Kirby. Now we're over to round 3, 2 cutters. Alright, this shouldn't be too big of a problem. Might be a little bit more difficult for the fact that they're long-range weapons instead of just, you know, close range. So that's something, although Bomb's not really close range either, but, you know. I'll stand over here, I can attack both of them at the same time, although staying in the corner is probably a bad idea, so I'm just going to dodge myself out of the way here. Or attempt to, anyway, because all the cutters are trying to hit me at the same time. Wait for it. Wait for one of them to land. Come over here, blast them there. Pretty simple with a long-range weapon like this, but either way, let's grab that what's the word, cocktail. Stand over here in the corner still. Not really doing much of anything except taking damage, so it's not really a good idea. Wait for it. And meanwhile, that cutter over there is just pretty much full health, more damage than I'm taking, so I have to pretty much do this very quickly. I'll break this. Make you go into slow mode here. And make you blast over there. One more shot. And you should be dead. There we go. I almost got hurt there because Rick almost came out and burnt me to death. So that would have been bad. But just in time he did not. So now we have Parasol and Fighter. You know, I just realized the color scheme for Parasol there. Or that Kirby in general. That's exactly Meta Knight's color scheme. Except without the mask. And the gloves. So maybe maybe Meta Knight's hiding in plain sight in Kirby Fighters, just trying to show himself, basically. I mean, without his mask, he pretty much is hiding in plain sight, but either way. It's pretty much a neat little color scheme they came up with. Which you can actually, is there a way to actually change your color for Kirby Fighters? Or is that only in multiplayer you can change your color? I'm not really sure. Well, I guess it makes sense in multiplayer only, because we kind of hard to tell who you are otherwise. Well, not really. But either way, I grab this little microphone here, which does a blast amount of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and wait over here, wait for you to get a little bit closer, and you're dead. Well, that was pretty quick. Alright. Hooray! So now I think we're at round 5, I think we're at now? No, round 4. Oh, round 5. Okay, we are at round 5. Alright. 3 archers in DDD's arena. This should be interesting. Okay. Stay over here in the corner, just blast over here, just... best place to go to because all 3 of them are going to be staying at the bottom. Either way, it's really hard to charge up with your beam attack because there's so many archers doing some quick shots at you. So it's kind of hard to predict, but if you actually just stay over here to the very left corner, it's kind of hard for them to hit you, so when they fly up, you can just hit them, but they usually aerial dodge anyway, so it kind of defeats the whole point. Anyway, while of course King DDD there is just actually just throwing stuff at me, and I'm getting hit by all of it apparently. Still staying over here in this corner trying to do as much damage as I can. Not getting hurt by those little projectiles either. And I'm being kind of stuck in the corner there, so I'm just going to go over to the very left here. Take this little bomb and throw it away so I don't get hurt in that blast. Stay over here in the left corner. That guy, I think, is just going to run right into it. And he does. Alright, well, that's not good. That means they're all in pretty low health at this point. So that means I'm in pretty good shape. Although it doesn't look like I'm doing too good a shape right now. And apparently that one dies. Two of them die, right? So that means just one more. We're both in danger. Alright. And I'm trying to avoid that barrel, but it doesn't seem like I'm going to be able to. And you're dead. Alright, there we go. Archer's down. That just leaves one more. And that's going to be Sword, Whip, and Ninja on the Kirby 64 Factory Infiltration level. So, that's pretty much that. Although it's pretty easy to do damage since they're all going to be on ground mostly all the time. You can just stay in a corner and just charge up and beam that way. Just stay away from them because they're going to be hurting themselves more often than none. Either way, there's going to be at least one trying to focus on you, so it's kind of hard to charge up. But when that little hammer comes down, it's really easy to actually do this because they could block you from actually hitting over there. However, the same principle, your beam doesn't go far enough to reach the very left corner, so it's kind of nervous in that regard. But for the most part, it's pretty easy to dodge. But I'm overall, ooh, I almost got hit by that hammer. I think that would have been really bad if I did get hit by that hammer. This leaves one more, and it's apparently that little question mark block just shot off 3 of those. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Only one more round to go. And we all know what this round is. Shadow Kirby Beam. Oh yeah. This guy is no joke. I'm going to show in a few of the fails here just so I could, give a demonstration of how ridiculous this guy attacks. Look at how much he combos. I mean, you can't even really hit him too much. He hits you perfectly and runs away from you just fine. He seems to actually have an upper hand on you on almost every circumstance. You try to dodge around him. You hit him a few times, but either way, he's just going to keep comboing up like that. I don't know how he does that. So, eventually you want to actually copy that same thing that he does, for that little spam attack, little dash jump thing. He's going to do that more often than none. If you notice, I'm not even doing all too much damage to him. He's doing quite a load on me. Not doing too badly here. But yeah, Shadow Kirby is no joke in any ability. Well, so there's some abilities where it's not too hard, but either way, he just goes and takes me out right there. And let me show you another one. Let's go ahead and show off this one here. Let's see how I do this time. If you notice, I'm trying to do that little dash thing there that he's doing. Well, what's nice about the Shadow Kirby's and very hard, it gives you an idea of how to abuse your powers better than before. Like, the way you can actually follow their patterns, and it's like a great way to combo. That's what I like about Shadow Kirby. It's so ridiculously overpowered and hard to destroy, but at the same time, it helps you learn. Helps you learn what's a good way to actually attack. Granted, you might not always be able to attack like this. Like, you get cut up in a corner. It's almost impossible to even get near him. And that wasn't even close. Alright. Trying this again. Haven't even touched him once yet, and he just actually grabbed me. He is also really good at grabbing, so if you get too close to him, he'll probably grab you and launch you away. Like that, for example. Like, seriously, I can't even attack him. Oh, that didn't work. That still didn't work. But yeah, he's pretty boss. He's pretty beast, and he's very powerful, very hard to destroy in very hard mode, and there are no items in very hard, like I said before. So yeah, you can't actually use items to abuse you like you could in other difficulties. Either way, here, jump cutting here for a few of the fails. Let's see this. Let's see how this one works out here. If you notice the way I'm dodging here, you have to be careful. Now, when he does that little jump attack like that towards you, the best thing to actually do for that attack, although you're still, even if you know how to do and actually how to dodge his attacks a little bit better, you're still going to make a lot of fails. But yeah, the best thing to do when he's actually doing that attack like that is actually do a dodge behind him, then actually dodge back the opposite direction. Then you can actually boost into him. And look, even with knowing what to do, you can't properly do it all the time because he still has the upper hand in terms of outspeeding you. So you can only hope you could actually trick him and actually outspeed him that way. Even if you know what you're doing, it's still really hard. Especially when you get in that corner like that, it's like almost impossible to get out of. When he starts comboing you, it's really hard to get out of that combo and actually do enough damage to him to compensate for it. Like here, I'm about to die again. But that's gonna be it, and Shadow Kirby is destroyed. Didn't take me as many attempts as Fighter in Shadow Kirby, but either way, congratulations, that is complete. So that does it for the second round of Kirby Fighters. Next time I'll probably be tackling Cutter. See you guys then.